Sorry, Igor Stimac. Sorry. No voice. Yeah, very good evening. Arunfoot Chaudhary here. Welcome to Arunfoot, and I'm a little later than originally planned because I was on Musa's channel, and then before that, I had been a little busy with the bad weather. Those of you who are maybe watching the Turkey vs Georgia game, Arda Güler just scores the second one for Turkey. So therefore I was a little busy with that. Yes, let's talk about Stimac gone. What's next? Was actually my topic, and now things get even murkier, even dirtier, and it's getting even more complex. And that's something. Igor Stimac, I have seen the letter from Stimac to the AIFF. Yes, that's shocking to say the least. What a goal from Arda Güler, 2-1 Turkey after 65 minutes. It's I don't know what to say. I was just saying on Musa's channel that it's to me it's unacceptable what is happening in regard to the AIFF, in regard to what the coach is saying, doing. It's in my opinion, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because everything that you said earlier, you love Indian football and everything, to me doesn't count, because that's gaslighting. You are trying, again, if you really loved Indian football, the financial situation of the federation, what would you do? You would say, listen guys, you know what, let me take a little bit of less money, maybe even no money, I'll be fine, and that's something, to me, that's the disturbing one. And Red says, when will the AIFF versus Stimac saga end? I don't know. At the moment, I don't know. The only good thing is that he's gone. So therefore, for me, that's the only big positive in all of this. What is happening is that Stimac for now is gone, and Shashank says Stimac gone, but his love affair there is still on. That's the disturbing part, in my opinion. That's the very disturbing part of the whole situation. That the head coach of the Indian national team is gone, but per se is something that we're still talking about things, and to me it's very, very, I said, very, very disturbing. That you want to go to this level and really try and fight it out, so to say, with the federation. You want to prove a point, I'm better, I know better, and all of that stuff, and that to me is just unacceptable. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know, because I think Stimac could have gracefully gone, and to me it is something which is just not acceptable, and that is something which I think needs to be said, and then it's to me it's disgraceful what Igor Stimac has done or is doing, that the AIFF is not the perfect body, that the people within the AIFF or the people who've been there are not perfect is I think is clear to everybody. But what he's done with or what he's doing with the federation is just shameful, disgraceful, and not acceptable, and that's something which at least I think is a huge problem. Jesus says, do you think the AIFF will look towards ISL for coaches who look elsewhere? I think let the AIFF look for a coach first in regard to who they're thinking. Again, there is some chatter that Majgoli might be taking over as in an interim basis. That's something that's being discussed. I have said in the last few days, I don't think I would like to see an ISL coach coming in and taking over. I would like a new coach to come in. A coach who has no so-called links with the AIFF, someone new, someone fresh, which I think would sort of take Indian football forward, and so therefore I would say, to me, That would be the best thing. But again, I don't know. Renal says, what type of coach would be ideal for Indian national team? Renal, to me, I would have said someone who is realistic, you know, realistic in his approach. Who talks about the things, uh, uh, um, who understands, what needs to be done, when and where, and um, also understands the shortcomings of the Indian football system, of the All India Football Federation as well. These are things. To me, these are basic things which someone who wants to be the national coach of India needs to understand. If you're gonna expect, facilities like a top European side, you're not gonna get it. Even though we get a lot of facilities, but there are certain things, you know, uh, uh, you know, and that's something that is there. Hi Anurag, any probable manager links? Not at the moment. Hi Roshan, guten Abend. Do you think AIFF shortlist with some favorites? At the moment, I think the AIFF is trying to sort out the whole Stimac mess. As I said, it could be that Marsh Kohli could be taking over for a certain period of time, and then you would see a new coach coming in. If AIFF was so imperfect, why did he work for such an organization backed for that contract extension? That is, I think, the big question here. I think to me, that's the biggest point in this whole, scenario surrounding Stimac, is that he is now known for X months, years, and to me is he could have left. He didn't get what he thought he was supposed to get, and I don't know. To me, the coach has done things. It's something which is which just doesn't add up. You like with stuff on the football where he said, we play possession football, we're better with our possessions, with this, with that, whatever. Our team didn't play bad and all that stuff. And we all know what the team played. It's not, in my opinion, it's not acceptable what Igor Stimac has done. Rev Sports Book News is willing to pay 3 months' salary as damages to Stimac. Yeah, Ishan, that's a fact. That is something which the AIFF have offered to him, and I think that's something which is very, very fair. So why Khalid is highly spoken of in the football community, yet the hierarchy doesn't seem to rate him? See, the community says something, thinks about something, but do they know the insights of how a coach, a manager, an administrator, someone XYZ operates, right? Would you be able to tell me why, this person, that person is operating in the way he or she is operating, right? So therefore, it's something which I feel is, it's very difficult and challenging, and let's wait and see. I think Khalid seems to be one of those managers, of course, who achieved something, and but again, they're behind the scenes stuff which might not be that positive. So therefore, people are skeptical. I honestly feel AIFF failed to keep him under check from day one. Apparently, he has refused to meet Ambassador of Technical and said he won't talk to an alcoholic. It's one of many stories, and again, the point here is he thought of himself to be bigger than Indian football. With coming from Croatia and this and that and everything, no one is bigger than Indian football. No one is bigger than the AIFF in that way. No person. And that is another problem that has cropped up, in my opinion, that the coach thought of himself of being something, and it didn't match. Supriyo, I completely agree with you. Igor should resign after Asia Cup. This kind of mail should not be prop up in general. Yeah, it is out. It is there in the open now. The question now is, can it really, what impact will it have? I mean, that Kalyan Chaube is not the perfect president, I think is clear to everybody, right? So therefore, from that perspective, it to me it's very, very clear that this is something which is supposed to damage. Again, you're supporting someone and you get again against someone, and that is, yeah. Let's see. I guess he stayed there, of course, he didn't get a seminar similar alternative to leave. Roshan, yeah, I mean, again, the Bosnia story was a story, right? It wasn't there. And therefore it's shameful. It's the way things have been or are, and it's a problem. It has been. It is a problem, and therefore we'll have to see how things evolve and develop. And yeah, it's something which I find very tough, and the way it is. Before I forget, sorry, 25, 26 people watching at the moment. Those of you who've not subscribed to arunfoot, please do subscribe to arunfoot. Please like the video so more people get to know that this stream is happening. Share it also with others, and so therefore, yeah, that's the reality. Is football suffering in India, leaving Premier League and UEFA Champions League? Deepak, I think broadcasting generally is the problem is in India. You're not generating the amounts of money that the foreign leagues or the competitions want to have, right, or get, and that is something which is the problem. And therefore, yeah, it's even the Premier League is not getting the money that it used to get 10, 12 years ago. So it's a general problem. It's a general problem in regard to broadcast. I personally think a contract needs to valid contract. Both the parties have equal rights, and one-sided contract is null and void. I don't think good didn't stand a chance in the court of law. That's an interesting part, because if he goes to FIFA, then the question is, how did it? Again, you have a point most probably against the person who has issued the contract, who signed the contract in the name of the AIFF. So therefore, I don't know what is gonna happen. Let's see what happens. Ishan says, Ashish, Negi tweeted today the Copa America, La Liga, Serie A are finding difficult to find broadcasters in India. I mean, that's a reality. I mean, football, foreign leagues are unable to find the broadcasters because broadcasters are not willing to spend, because the Indian football fan doesn't want to spend on money. That is part of the problem, right? So therefore, yeah, let's wait and see what happens. Kalyan Chaube said, if a sport in which India is classic gaming. Sorry, let me start again. Kalyan Chaube said, if a sport in which India is within top 8 of Asia, then only government helps us with sports federations. This is an order from Delhi High Court. Is it true? It is in regard to Olympic sports, and in regard to support regarding Olympics. And the government is also trying to wash its hands of things, right? So again, the government of India is not supporting Indian football in the way I at least think they should. And I will always state that, so let's wait and see. Sorry. Will the list of applications received by AIFF for coach be made public? Prince Priyadarshini, I don't know. Last time around, it also wasn't made public. Some names came out, some names. There are 2-3 names which still today are not out, about 2019 when Stimac was appointed. Devashish, burning question is, will AIFF choose a coach who is not a yes man? What Stimac produced a strong persona. Fact was he was a yes man in disguise. I don't know. I honestly don't know how that who will choose, how they will choose, the whole process. I don't know what the process will be. Shaukas, is it true that League One doesn't have any broadcaster? Yeah, they don't at the moment. Ishan, sir, Barcelona have stopped the academies in Italy. Is it due to financial woes in FCB, or is it a general lack of interest in Indian football? See, the Barca academies of the FCB scholars are pay-to-play models, and it has more to do with the pay-to-play models. They had an Indian partner, most probably that Indian partner, after 14 years, I was there when they launched it, is unwilling to do it. So there is a problem. There is a problem in Indian football on multiple fronts, and this is to showcase another front that, again, that you are not able to generate the revenues, the monies that you want, that you need to be able to, to get a Barcelona involved or other clubs in youth football. And again, these are pay-to-play models, which means that you cover the costs, so to say, but it hasn't been working as well. Sorry. Raza, is Indian football an exciting possible foreign coaches who are hungry to succeed, or do you see it hassle? No one wants to get in. Raisa, I think there are enough foreign coaches willing to come to India, so I don't see it as a problem. I don't see it as a problem, foreign coaches wanting to come to India. It's the question is, if we can get the right coach to come in. That is the only thing. That in my opinion, again, the right coach. My opinion, the right coach might be someone, but it might be someone else, so to say, in someone else's opinion. So in my opinion, there are enough foreign coaches, are the right coaches. That's going to be the king. Let's see. What is the positive aspect of having AIFF, ED, etc. coaching license in India? Deepak, license coaching means that you have a structure in place in regard to how coaches can sort of potentially move up and not ABCD can, or no, let's use other letters. XYZ can say, listen, I'm a coach and I can come in and and let's see. Can FIFA impose a ban? What are the worst case scenarios? See, on this coaches thing, yes, they could potentially impose a ban if the money, if there is a, let's say, judgment by FIFA or CAS on if Stimac or the AIFF is right, then then there could be some sort of financial penalties, but I don't see a ban coming. Any good things you observed regarding Santosh Trophy news? Deepak, Santosh Trophy to me is given too much importance in Indian football system, I think. Focus on club football. The state football competitions have it, but yeah, needs to be seen how we can utilize it. What's your thoughts on Amarjeet Kiam? He was a bright prospect in understand World Cup. What's happened to him? Shokas, the point is that you might be the best at under 17 level, but do you make it at the top? It's a topic around the world. It's not just a topic in regard to Amarjeet. Lots of players. Look at the England squad, which played the under 17 World Cup. You see Jadon Sancho, you see Gui, you see Phil Foden, but a lot of the players who starred in that tournament are no longer there at the top. Ren's Young Champs best youth program in India. They travel to Japan to train with Belmare. Is they the best? When again, the best, not the best. It's always easy or tough to speak about it. To me, is something they're doing a very good job, but the output needs to be better. I think that's how I would frame it at the moment. I don't think the output is the best, and to me is something where I say is they need to be better. Arunda, when will you take Indian boys to your club in Germany? Classic, I don't have a club in Germany. I don't work for a club in Germany, so I can't take them. I have a local team which I support, but they play lower level football, so no Indian players coming over there. Rahul, will India again play kick and sprint football after failing in possession-based football? Any suggestions? Rahul, when did we play possession football? Simple question to you and to anybody else who says we played possession football. We've never played possession football. We're not competent enough to play possession football. That is the reality of our football. If I like it or not, if you like it or not, reality. We are not able to do that. Stimac had an argument with the AIFF. Yes, it's not ending. Coaches who have experience with coaching teams like Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, similar physique and skill should be appointed. Prince Priyadarshini, that's your opinion. I wouldn't go for it. It just has to fit, And Southeast Asia is football wise, but culture wise is a lot different than ours. So therefore, doesn't hold for me. The right coach. Do you think Stimac is given for fake promises? Moral, he's been doing that for a while, isn't it? And a lot of fans fell for it. So to me, it's what he's doing is wrong. Very, very wrong what he's doing. So therefore, it's not right. Ishan's according to Ref Sports, a long legal battles to follow between AIFF and Stimac. There was no termination clause in the contract, hence termination is void. Ishan, there is no void. The AIFF can always fire someone. It's just a question of how much money are you going to pay. And then whoever signed this contract, because there are there's a big game which is going on between the sides. So therefore, again, and Ref Sports is part of this game, right? They've supported Stimac. They've come out in support of Stimac. Ridiculous. Sorry to say that. Is Satya not able to deliver in AIFF what he delivered in KSFA? Shashank very simply said the KSFA is easier to handle than the AIFF, right? Because it's a state body, you have the support from the system. In the AIFF, you have to fight the system sometimes. That's the challenge that he's facing, but he's trying, and I hope he succeeds. So you talk with Kabirnath. What's your opinion on the league he's playing? Is it really better than ISL? Is it going to develop him? I think it's going to develop him. Is it better than ISL? It's Andorra. Difficult to say. I don't think it's better than ISL in that way overall. I think the ISL is much bigger, much more professional. But again, a lot of Spanish players go into that league, so therefore the quality of that league is good. So for him, great to to play there. So do you think some current players from playing 11 needs to be dropped completely, like Manbir, Pujari, Liston? Who else do you think should be dropped from it? Krishanu, if I drop players and it doesn't matter who it is, who is going to replace them? People have called for replacements, right? When people called for Gurpreet Singh Sandhu to be replaced, Gurpreet was our best player, right? So for me, people calling for the head to role of XYZ doesn't make sense. And certain players, I think Jay Gupta is a good example. To me, he needs more exposure to be ready for that level. And that is something which needs to be understood. International football is a step up from what these guys play. So therefore, I don't think Manveer, Liston, and Nikhil Pujari should be dropped. Because again, tell me the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 better players to start off with who would replace them. Because they'll play one day bad, the next one. Yeah. Let's see. Navneet sir, for academies, if they actually wanted to find talents, would they be better off setting up in Kerala, Goa, West Bengal, or Northeast rather than Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai? It depends on what your approach is. Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai is more pay-to-play models, so that is something which is there. And the question is where you're from, where you wanna set things up. What are some things Stimac could have done to save his job post AFC? To me, he should have gone a while back, not just AFC, Asian Cup or the qualifiers. I think he should have gone for a while. It was not working. But again, nobody realized that. People were fooled by the triumphs of the Tri-Nation, Interconti, and the SAF. So that's a reality. Lack of accountability is a major issue for only coach and players. Well, no one is accountable. What is the definition of right coach according to you? The right coach to me is someone who understands, what he's getting himself into. And so that's the important part to me is and understands that the AIFF has certain weaknesses, structural weaknesses, operational weaknesses, that he has to handle a team which is not the best in the world. These are all realities, and therefore these are the things that someone needs to have in mind. Understand, be pragmatic in his approach, play a style of football according to the player material that he has. And then so let's see what happens. Rahul, how many teams are we going to have in ISL next season? 13 if it goes according to plan. So what do you think should be the step now for senior men's team for Asian Cup qualifiers? Krishanu, I think for us, it could be that we could get into a tough group in the AFC Asian Cup 2027 qualifiers, and under 17, under 20 teams need to prepare, and then let's see what they can do. I have no clue who's going to be in those squads, so therefore let's wait and see what we're going to see. Prince Vilashini, according to you, which parameters we should look into the coach regarding Indian football, what qualities they must possess? To me, again, as I said multiple times, it has to be realistic, has to understand the weaknesses of the Indian football system, and needs to understand that what kind of players he has. So therefore, these are things which someone needs to come in with, and hopefully, come in and then try and work with the team and work. Don't talk to the media. Don't try to please the media. Don't try to please the fans. Do your work. If people hate you, even better, because then I think very often, people who are hated do their things right. People that, who are loved very often, it's just for show. It doesn't really work. Kumar, hi, I'm late for the show. Reason watching my other movie. Hope you enjoy it. When we are not producing striker, we cannot expect scoring and blame coach. Morley, um, there are teams around the world who don't have strikers, and they find solutions. If you don't have a striker, you have to find a solution. That's the job of the coach. If you can't find a solution, you don't deserve to be there. Simple as that. So therefore, if you can't find solution, uh, you know, so that's something. Classic gaming. How's the atmosphere in Germany? What do you think about the 21% only white players in German squad? Kimmich responded to it too. See, the questioning was asked to people who support right wing parties. So therefore, it's not the general public who said it. Atmosphere is nice. Today is a little tricky because there's a storm going on. I think you don't realize it in Dortmund at the moment. It's been raining throughout the game. So therefore, yeah, things have been nice, and I look forward. Ishan, sir, your thoughts on Shom Kumar coming back from Slovenian club Olympic Ljubljana and joining Club Rastas? Another one bites the dust. Yeah, I think high salaries of the ISL, So, reality is right. Even a Gurpreet Singh Sandhu came back from Stabæk to join BFC because of a high salary. No relegation, Rahul. You have Mountain Sporting who have been promoted. Sorry. Sir, during the period of pre-contract extension, I was a supporter of Stimac. I felt for his fake love for India and saw him as saver in football. I feel guilty of his sanction. But yeah, Shokas, I think a lot of fans should be, I remember I was saying that, and, people didn't like it. And again, I've met the gentleman. I know a little bit. Let's see what happens. Hello, Drigger. Welcome back. Goal Line wants to see Indian overseas players. What a match is going on between Georgia and Turkey. Yeah, really good. And I actually wish Georgia had the equalizer, to be very honest. So they deserve a point. And this is what passion can do. Huh? Turkey is, with the talent they have, should be winning this easily. But Georgia is giving their 100%. That's what football is about, right? So therefore, that's the beauty of this game, right? So therefore, let's hope something will happen. Dhruva Jyoti said, I would start Subhashish Jingan, Rahul, Manvir, Apuya, Jixon, Mahesh, Brandon, Vikram, Chante. Okay, let's see. Pranab, sorry. Stimac appointment never made any sense. I agree, Pranab. I said it from the start. Your thoughts, Rahul KP has given less time. If he had given playing time, he might create impact. See, a player has to fight for his place, right? And therefore, if he's not good enough, he's not better than anyone, he's not going to get a place. Zayed, who could replace them? Indian or foreign coach? To me, it has to be a foreign coach. Mayor, so the sir, but how will AIFF will improve if coaches come and goes without exposing or going against the AIFF companies in future will come and failing go, AIFF still remain. See, I think it doesn't need to be exposed. The problem is that the coach has been part of this, shambolic system. That's my concern, that the coach has been part of the system and he's been part of the problem rather than being part of the solution. He sells himself to be the solution. He's the problem. So therefore, go to the court. What are you going to do? You want money from the AIFF. Your AIFF has spent money. Thor and Groot, what's your view on Manuel Marquez as Indian coach? I like Manuel Marquez, but I don't see him as an India coach, to be very honest. Dhruva would be the best candidate for Indian national football team manager, top 5 Indian foreign included. Dhruva I've not really put my head to it because I'm only going to put my head to it when I realize who's applying. This is this blind fishing in waters and saying, hey, this coach could be good or that coach could be good. You should get this guy, that guy. Doesn't make sense. Let's see who applies and then we'll see. Let's see what happens. Stephen, again, which one you pick? People argue India played ranked nation during Stimac tenure. Your thoughts? Stephen was much better. There's nothing to say to that. If Stimac fiasco goes legal, is there any chance of a FIFA ban? Kaushik, I don't think so. Might be wrong, but my understanding is rather that there would be, financial penalties on the AIFF. Why don't we appoint a new coach now and have 1 month camp, then organize training tournament summer? Why wasting time? We can't target to qualify under 20 World Cup. Driga very simply said, the players are on holiday. That's the one thing. The other thing is the clubs will soon be starting their pre-season. So therefore, you can't just say I'm going to have a 1-month camp and then play the Tri-Nation or Intercontinental Cup, whatever the AIFF is going to call it. Otherwise, I want to talk about that goal in the Qatar. People forget that we played under 23, under 20, but we are unable to win the match against this Qatar under 23, under 20 team. Yeah, that's the reality, and that's how it is. Because look at the result of Bangladesh national team, Australia 2, even Habak Avera is better than Stimac and Jonas. That's good CV too. Yeah. Kalyan Chobe, sorry, where did I go? Sorry. Kalyan Chobe is playing the old generation AIFF. He said, we missed the bus. Now we can't overnight turn the tables. Your thoughts? The problems have been made for decades, and it is something which is which is true. I think we've glorified things a lot in an AIFF context and Indian football context. So let's see. What you want AIFF to fix before they move on? I think governance is the key part. Right premium. So therefore, yeah. Is India really not producing, or they produce but not nurtured? India hasn't been producing strikers, and the strikers who've been produced are not able to compete at that level. So that's the challenge. So that's the reality of things, how they are. I'm from Bihar, where on village level we organize football tournaments, but we lack proper structure and guidance. Later on, players migrate to cities to earn. Yeah, that's the reality of India and in general, I guess. Asian football is growing, but we can't beat Qatar B team or Afghanistan. Understand the situation. A point of Indian coach could be fatal. We need someone who's better than Stimac and Constantine. Yeah, agree. Someone who has previously managed national team would be ideal. Yeah. Is there any technical director present at the AIFF? We have technical people, but I don't think we have a technical director. Prince Priyadarshini, we can replace Thapa with Vivon, Manvir with Kian, Nasiri, Nikhil with Ashish Rai. None of the three you're mentioning, in my opinion, are ready to play international football. Sorry to say that. They are not ready to play, any international football. People say we robbed Qatar match. If it was Qatar main team, we might lose heavily. Exactly. That's something we should be talking about. Pujan, good to see you back. Good to see you again. Just returned from work and tuned into your show. It's always good to hear from you. Or now, any sense of good replace Stimac so far? Tough call. At the moment, I think we're too early in this regard to discussion, and therefore, yeah, it's that's something. Look, Belgium is also suffering from a striker problem. They are forced to field Lukaku. I think Lukaku gets a lot of stick, but don't forget the guy scored 85 goals for Belgium. This is the highest ever goal scorer for Belgium. And yesterday, he could have scored 2 goals, but due to VR decisions, he didn't get it. So therefore, a lot of players get stick who don't deserve it. And Lukaku certainly, yeah, of course he missed a few, but again, he was unlucky as well. Driga, Albert Roca, Peter Segat, Manulo, Peter Kratke, Sergio Lobera, Parking. So, John Anderson, Khan Bangladesh coach, Benali, there are many other coaches also. See, that's your opinion. In that list, in your list, I don't see anyone who I would, at the moment, think should be India coach. Honest opinion. What's the amnesty programs by the 6 clubs for age fraud? They're trying to figure out ways if children have cheated to allow them to stay in the system and then, reveal their true age. So, yeah, that's something. Oops. Sorry. Chomi should be kicked out. TN Network. Prioritize wise Park Young Siu, German coach, Japanese coach, Peter Kratke. Again, I'm not going to go into that. What about appointing a really good TD and then appointing coaches for under 20, under 17, under 20 and national coach? See, that is something which we've had, but at the moment we don't have the structure. So that's the problem. Why Mumbai City don't get in a ball playing goalkeeper? I thought Purvala Chempa was a, yeah, Dhruva Jyoti, yes, Ami Bangali. Ishan, there's quite a buzz amongst my friends for Euros. Crazy how Copa America does not quite get the same eyeballs as a Premier League effect. I think South America is just too far away, and then the thing is that it's on the other side. Whatever there is. Has Kratky overcooked with the idea of all Indian team? He will not field an all Indian team. I don't know who thinks that he will field an all Indian team. Peter Kratky will field the players that he'll field the foreigners whenever he gets the foreigners. So therefore, from that perspective, don't worry. He will field the right team. Stimac said he will go for FIFA authority breach of contract. Your thoughts? Let him go. And then hopefully AIFF does. Yeah. Navneet, high salary for Indian clubs added with the chance of getting regular game time in a quality European League. Reason why most of our Indian players decide to stay here. They will not get playing time in a quality European League. We're not good enough. We've never been good enough. That's the reality. Stimac was very successful creating an emotional bond with fans last year. Stimac is a great actor for real. He even made me fall for him. Yes, classic gaming. As I said, a lot of people fell for him. I didn't. I've met the person. I've met him in person. Shomna said, also, do you think AIFF have been incompetent in channeling the funds properly? Yeah, I think they've been incompetent and done things which they could have done differently. But again, that's the reality. We beat Vietnam 10 years ago. Right now, they are miles ahead. Right now, we are declining. Yeah, that's the reality. According to which European top division league is closest to ISL in terms of quality? Pranab, none of the leagues are. We are not close to any of those leagues. We are far away from those leagues. So none of the quality leagues in Europe. Classic Gaming Ananda, when are you putting your names on table for a coach job end of transfer market window? No, again, Classic Gaming, I think let me think about this. As I said, I've been thinking about names, but I haven't found the proper ones where I'd say I would think they are right. Because again, for me, it's not so easy. And certain I would, you guys say names by saying, hey, you did this, you did that, you did this. I ask people, I talk to people. I want to know more. Ideally, I know the person personally. So that's something, yeah. Navneet, with the Stimac was there, if we should not getting sorted, won't other managers interested in it be more hesitant with all the problems? Navneet, no. It doesn't matter. Managers want to go to Barcelona. Managers want to go to Man United with all the problems. Managers want to go to the Indian national team. They want to, again, there are enough coaches around the world. Average foodie around Bhai, why the hell India's not going for Adnan Hamad, ex-Jordan coach? Again, name thrown out. Mainak Chakravarti, Georgia is unlucky. Yeah, in my opinion, they deserved a 2-2. Turkey in the end, winning 3-1. 97-minute counter. Good start for Turkey. But Georgia showed what a minnow can at least play with heart and soul. Structure issue, major problem in India, Germany football structure. How is it different? Morally, Germany has been, football here has been big. Sorry. The football has been big in Germany for decades. And it's grown. Club football, national level football. And sorry. So therefore, to compare is very, very different morally. Another who's Roy Chaudhary in Maidan movie, who's controlling the federation. I think he's from West Bengal. Roy Chaudhary. Roy Chaudhary? I've not seen the movie, so therefore I can't, Kumar, very difficult for me then to answer you this. Ash on the beat, I'm seeing Euros for the first time and every game looks interesting, but if we see Indian football, looks very boring. Again, it is something which looks very interesting. is good as well, but the quality, of course, is higher. That's the main difference between Indian football and that level of football. Prince Prashini, early I-League era or late NFL era, how Bhuti and Chitri were able to play as striker? Because they were given chances by their coaches. Very simple. And Baichung was a sensation. Sunil needed time. Sunil wasn't the starter. Sunil was behind Baichung, and Jose Ramirez Barreto had to, at some tough times, went to JCT. That's where he started. So let's wait and see. How does the grassroots maintained in Japan, Germany compared to India? To compare is very difficult. Japan goes via a school system, college system, which is very strong, and then you have the clubs. Over here, it's mainly club driven in Germany, Europe. Raj says, please don't stop questioning AIFF, keep pressure on them. Yeah, surely will. I will do, and not only I, but the others as well with whom I'm in touch. Lanswala to Monban, is the deal done? Not as far as I know, but it could happen. Name some coaches, Candid mindset. I said I'm not going to throw out names at the moment. I'm still thinking who could be an ideal coach for us. But again, I've got some work at the Euros, so therefore I haven't had, so therefore that's that. Technical skills of physics, which Indian player lacks? Morally, they lack more tactical skills than physical aspect. I think physical aspect is something that you can cover up if you're, Lionel Messi, physically not the strongest, not the best, but he's technically very, very strong. Turkey won against Georgia 3-1, amazing match. Yeah, exactly. I was just watching it in the background. Really, that's what football is all about. Lovely game. So another harsh reality, after watching Euros, Indian football looks amateur. I can see why people don't watch Indian football games. Yeah, it's a reality, right? If you're ever taking good care on no reason on that, please. No, they're not taking good care. They should be doing more. But again, a lot of work needs to be done. Do you think which goalkeeper has the ball distribution skills along with shot stopping quality in India? Which goalkeeper? I don't see a complete package. I think that there are certain things that Gurpreet is good. Gurpreet is very good on the line. Amrinder has certain abilities. Vishal Kate has certain abilities. Purva has certain abilities. Dikjit, for example, brilliant on the line, but if he has to come out, has an issue. So therefore, different goalkeepers have their strengths and weaknesses. Somehow Georgia deserved to draw, but missed their chances. Exactly. Is ISL sponsored this season? Is Rita at the moment? I don't know. Do you think AIFF presents cleaning image for upcoming elections? Do the electorate care about what he does in the AIFF at Maniktola in the constituency? I don't think so. Darknet, can any Indian player play in J League 2 or K2 League? I don't think so. I think at the lower level in Japan. Some AIFF Stimac going legal. Stimac needs 8 crore as his contract, and also staff has to be paid. Yeah. As even the top league in Asia, forget Europe. That's the reality. Chetan Des Bakim should be a coach. Des is not coming. He's quite happy at Oxford. With them now, I think European amateur league players may beat us. Are we first from the last? Yeah, I've said that, right? Amateur players here. Tell you, right, from Germany. So therefore, those are realities, guys. If I like it or not, these are brutal realities of Indian football. 50 people watching, guys. Those of you who haven't subscribed to arunfoot, please do. Please like this video. Let more people join in this late night discussion. Follow arunfoot here on my. Sorry, disconnected. South Korean, Japanese coaches can improve our quality and passing skills. They're technically and tactically better than European coaches. Jigger, where does this come from? Again, everyone can have an opinion, but again, so let's see. Do you think under 17-20 crop of players incoming in future will be slightly better than Kyle Brass? Looks a little difficult. What I've seen last year, it looks tough, in my opinion, at least. ASEAN countries now follow South Korean model. Now they are far ahead than South Asian countries. Do they really follow a South Korean model? Again, that's an assumption that you're making, which is, in my opinion, I know a few people in Southeast Asia that will tell you something different. Kumar, I want to become an Indian national team coach. If you go to become a national team, I can also become the national team coach. Good luck, Kumar, but no, you can't. In 2019, Park Hyung-seo was one of the players for Indian national team, but if Igor Stimac wasted 5 years with him. Trigger, again, Park Hyung-seo, is he the right one? Is he not the right one? We don't know. Are you working on anything in German football? Yes, I am, Chetan. Ahmad, the more I watch Euros, the more I lose hope in our football, even loyalty. European nations are taking down the big ones. We can't even imagine ourselves to beat a nation top 10 like that of us. Ahmad, that's a reality. Very well said. Very well said. One second. Chetty gone, Stimac gone. This is very crucial for Indian football. Only an experienced coach can save in for 1 hour. Don't waste time with average coaches. Yeah, very true. Do you think India team often play weak nations rather than playing strong nations? All of a sudden they're playing Australia, Uzbekistan, top nations. They're not used to playing that. Yeah, that's a reality. But top nations would want to play us as well. That's another reality. What a game of football! Turkey versus Georgia. Wow. Yes, Anurag. Brilliant game. Arunda, do you watch Kalan Chobe interview on Chuck the Football? AIFF is trying to save money, even if it's small. He mentioned one example how AIFF saved ₹1.5 per egg for U20 league. Yeah, I did. I think Radkes Afrigo comes closest to someone we would like to have as national equal. What do you think? Deepak, I don't go by names or what they are like. It's the package that will have to be right in regard to the player. The team I was most impressed this year is Austria. Rangnick has made Austria into a brilliant team. Yes, agree. Pranab, what Indian football needs the most is competent administrators. Totally agree with you. I think sooner or later, billionaires not surprise me. They run football better. Could happen. David to East Bengal will get game time as of Talal and Diamantakos. They not only have Tamal and Diamantakos, Raj, they also have Clayton Silva. They have Mahesh. They have Nanda. I hope David gets time, but it looks very difficult. Also, Kalan Chobe said in entire history of AIFF, he is the only president that visited other state association other than same 7 state. What do you think about this? Not true. Factually not true. Do you think kids of 5 to 7 years should be acquainted with the ball at the age rather than stressing physicality development? Manak, if you can do both, that would be the best. How will Kalan Chobe handle multiple officers at the same time, or will he resign? Rahul, don't know what is going to happen. Many people misinterpret this, but football in Kolkata is famous, not in Western Bengal rhythm. Yeah, it's not only Kolkata, it's in other parts of Bengal as well. Rahul, if he wins elections, he has to resign as president. Let's see if that happens. As the Puya is going for trials in Japan, I know that he's going to have offered him. I don't know if Morgan have offered not Japan. I know nothing about it. At the moment, he's a Mumbai City player, despite what all are saying. Do you think there are certain players in the national team who are just playing for the sake of it, or don't care about the national team rather than playing for the pride of the nation? This is one thing which I don't believe. I think everyone wants to play for the nation and they're proud and to play for India, but a lot of them are not playing to the level that they could and should. That's I think the main problem that we have, and that's the challenge that the players need to be better. And yeah, I hope that they are better, but very difficult at the moment. Pujan, now what's your take on screening talents from Army Services, Air Force, and other national services team? Gulf countries still consider channel. However, we moved out of that practice. I think I don't think that the services, in the way they're structured in India and how they're involved in the football system, can be tough enough to be playing at the top level. Ananda is sarcastic. I made that comment. Okay, that's why you got a sarcastic answer. I think early 90s Indian football is better compared to today's team without having proper infrastructure explore, but still they perform better. Murai, no, that's not the fact. I don't think they perform better. I think, that the that's one of those narratives. We have never been better in that way. I think we were better, let's say 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I think that there was a movement of trying to improve, and we've walked back, and we're mostly at the level we were in the 90s. Trigger problems won't be solved even if we sack Stimac. If we become clowns, they will appoint worst coach than Stimac. Wait for that. Let's see what happens. Our U23 team that played friendly matches behind closed doors played a good game. Coach Musa was selected weeks ago. Team was 7 weeks ago. We have the talent, just need more game time. Samat, again, who are we playing? Who are they playing? Should be always asked the question. Aman, why these Indian players don't go other country leagues to play? Because they're highly played in India. Trigger, Indonesia were ranked 183 years back, and they used to play friendlies against high-ranked nations. They didn't care about ranking. They improved their quality of playing friendlies. Trigger, they didn't improve it because of playing friendlies. They got it because they've included players of origin who are mainly Dutch players. They've gotten players of a quality that they can most probably go to the World Cup now. That's the reality. It's not the system has improved dramatically in Indonesia. That system has been there, and it's still plagued by the same problems. Aman, what about Vijay Titi? Is in Uruguay and training. Driga, which high-ranked African teams now? They have qualified to World Cup qualifiers third round. Yeah, Indonesia. Samat, U17 to 20 Asian Cup qualifiers coming up. Still no team inside. I wouldn't be sorry if we withdraw. No, we're not going to withdraw. We certainly want to play. Indian coaches can be worse than Stimac. Let's see. Is Hamza going to play in SAF? If available, dates are fine. He will play. But we need a coach who will be strict and disciplined, should be able to take Indian football ahead, but all depends on AIFF as they support the new coach. Agree. Darknet, sir, can AFC and FIFA recommend coach to AIFF? Yes, they have done that in the past. Jigga, we will play SAF under 20 championship prior to AFC under 20 championship. I don't think that's not enough to prepare for qualifiers. Somnath Anasa, do you think a major break like getting into third or fourth round of FIFA, all of us get the administration charged up and be proactive? Maybe not. That's not enough to prepare for qualifiers. There are teams like Iran, qualifiers, if we lose to Iran, I imagine then it would be difficult to qualify for next round. Yep. It's not about whether we defeat the stuff or weaker nation. It's about how we defeat the gameplay. We always drop to the level of opponents we against, but can't raise to the level. Arnab. Okay. Do we have a good under 20 team? Who is our under 20 coach? When will start camp for under 20 qualifiers? Just 1 week before the qualifiers. It'll start. Is Mo going to sign big players from Euros or the bench players? They can't. Classic. How will they sign big players? Their salaries are much higher, no? They will sell them as big players, but they're again like Yoni Kauko. You'll sign it from the smaller nations. Dipan, I think we just need a good coach who will fit the right players in that position. I have seen these Indian players play. They are not as bad as they're playing right now. I agree with you on that. What guarantee do you have now? The F will not appoint someone like Stimac again. They might appoint Stimac 2.0. I have heard that government will give signal to F and has asked for future. It could happen. You never know. I don't know what the processes are, but the hope is that they would set someone better. When any one Indian player impressed you most, thought he would have made it top level, but disappointed? Multiple players. I think Changte still can try and play in Europe. I think Changte has developed quite a lot. Apuya can do it. We've talked about Amarjeet today. I think Amarjeet is another player who should have done better for himself. So therefore, yeah, there's multiple players who should have done better than what they've achieved so far in their careers. So yeah, that's the reality. So that's a difficult one. Difficult one, but let's see where we end up. Just because election countries trying to become savior, whitewashes image for sacking. You're still much given so many twists. Time is crucial. Let's see. Many people are saying Venkatesh should be considered a coach. Of your thoughts? Wouldn't be my first choice, if you ask me, to be very honest. Deepak Das, I'm not going by Kratkin name. I've seen will in him to form a Mumbai team where Indian players play a key role rather than old developed Indian players. He likes to work with young Indian players. Let us see, Deepak. Again, that is your opinion. When I was at Georgia, Turkey, what a match. Exactly, Beneath. I felt sad for Georgia that they didn't get a point. Why are not coaches like Ryan Thampa given U17 and under 20 national duties? Ask the AIFF. Achut, the other big problem, women's national started sliding in the FIFA rankings, more focused required there. Achut, 100%. Achut, 100%. Foreign coach appointment would be the start. Samad, why is AFC FIFA selection remain coach to AFC in football world select coach based on their ability process, or is it going to selecting coaches? FIFA and AFC have people who have worked with them, so therefore they've recommended people, and let's see, so therefore let's see. Riza, have followed you from early days of Indian Football Life group on Facebook and still remember you and Rahul Dasar were very vocal against ISL. You guys couldn't be more right. Yeah, that was the thing in those days. So which state is doing good in grassroots football, 6 to 12 age group currently? I would say the best most probably is Mizoram. It's so nice to see people talk about U17 and 20. Hope people will start to talk about women football too. Agree. Changte to Europe, come on, our guys don't have a weak football, maybe 8 years, yes. Let's see. When Ranjiva with limited source can compete with the European team, AIFF has more resource compared to still their mismanagement. Ask him at what level the tournament was played, what kind of competition. It was not competing. David made the mistake every young Indian makes. He won't get any game time. He didn't get enough game time in I-League last year. Another talent would be on the bench. Arnab, totally agree. Is there any other matches today? Yeah, Portugal taking on Czech Republic in about 41 minutes. Being a part of SAF, can we play in CAFA, AIFF, on other subjects? No, we can't. We are part of the South Asian regions. So therefore, we are part of SAF, Rahul. Rhythm, you're biased to Georgia. For me, Turkey started full press from the start, and thus the result. Rhythm, it is not about full press and whatever. But again, we're talking about Turkey, which is potentially a much more developed, evolved football national team. And I am impressed in what Georgia put out today. A small country which has its own set of legal political problems. Therefore, yeah, that should be credited, right? That should be understood, seen, and therefore that should be something which is there. The Giant Slayer, Igor going legal, yes. Dipan, I think players need also to work on themselves. Changte has worked on himself. That's why he's at this level. I have not seen Changte lose a ball even when there's huge pressure on him. Agree. Changte, he's a player who's worked a lot on himself. That's something. Why if we're stuck with SAF countries and not join CAFA? Because, Manav, we can't join CAFA. It's not like, hey, listen, we want to join a region. We are part of the South Asian region that is sorted by the AFC and the regions, and therefore we can't really do something about that. So, yeah, we're stuck with this. Yeah. I think Ratke will surpass Buckingham era because the way he used Mehtab as right back shows his quality. I never thought Mehtab can play as right back, and I was quite astonished by his gameplay. He was taking shots. Classic gaming, I think you're forgetting that Mehtab actually, in his old avatar, especially at East Bengal, was a right back. Yeah, so. I also feel Georgia were unlucky. Arnab, do you think competitions like Gothia Cup and other World Youth tournaments give proper rushing or to dust the stronger even care about these tournaments? Arnab, Gothia Cup is more of a grassroots recap. It's not a competitive tournament. That's the reality. Raj, when will players like Hamza play in South? Then there will we go. Good question. Moving to MC when was for Changte. moving to was game changer. Yeah, certainly agree. Big step for him under Des and then under Peter as well. Can you go take Kalyan to Croatia with him? Yeah, let's see. So how is this as a team, as a player for national team, according to you? Judge, I think, again, Liston is one of those wingers who has a certain level of potential, but he has to show that to me week in, week out, and also show it for the national team. And he doesn't show it enough, in my opinion. He should be doing more. So that's a challenge, I think. Rajiv, players like Chante playing at least third division in Europe or Australia could be better for him. Yeah, but again, we're talking again what would be good for him, or it's rather what would be good for Indian football, right? For him, if you look at the salaries he has, offers, let's see. Mullaney, understand has been a huge issue in football, not only football, other sports also because poor management compared to Europe and other nations. Yeah, certainly. Do you think the AIFF feels pressure from fans like during Asian Games? The public was that we should play so AIFF somehow send a team. This time was sacking of viewers, so they did that now. Deepak, if you really think the sacking of Igor Stimac has anything to do with fan pressure, then you live in La La Land. Sorry to say that. You know, this has nothing to do. You know, so therefore, for me, Asian Games, the fans went gaga. Yes, the coach then went gaga, and then they did it and backfired massively. Rita, have you heard about AIFF a zero case now? I think people who are running in for a joke, those shameless don't deserve to be there disgraceful. Yeah, I know, I've heard about it. Chante may have been, yeah, but again, he's still here. Liston thinks his prime Neymar, whenever he plays for India, takes long shots, which only talks to Sky. Part of the problem, right? But then that is there for the coach to rectify, guys. No, that's the problem, that these players need to be told by the coach, you know, do this, do that, and do it properly, do it right. And that's something which Liston, others are not doing. And therefore the coach, in my opinion, coach has a huge job to try and help the players do the right thing. I know, that's what I thought, even though I knew we were good in Asian level, but to win, I thought that whenever team was of European level, but this AIFF brought me to reality. Arnab, we play, these are grassroots competitions. And again, the mayor's 11 from the IFA, I think, used to go to Gothia or what other Scandinavian tournaments do. We're not even playing in that. In the Gothia Cup, I think we're playing in the E division. They're 4 divisions above us. So that's not even the top tier. So these are realities, guys. But will they tell you that? No, they won't, because they're selling, you know, we're doing something. We need radical changes in Indian football if you want to be successful in the long term. I think that's the biggest challenge, you know. So therefore, that's the thing. How's the Syria coach who recently left? Hector Cooper, former Argentina coach, high profile, out of our budget. Classic gaming. Right, over an hour. It's nearly 8:30 here. Want to watch the Portugal versus Czech Republic game. Again, as always, like this video, share this video. Please like. You know, and also subscribe to arunfoot. You know, I'm moving slowly to the 1200 mark. At the moment, 1177. So those of you who have not subscribed, please do, so that I reach 1200 and then reach the 2K. You know, and support me in this. Also watch the other videos. I've done a lot of videos around the Euros in the last few days. Yesterday, the video, of course, is on or rather earlier today, on the firing of Igor Stimac. 2 days ago, did a video on the age fraud topic. So do watch that, or even, you know, when I asked after the Qatar game, when will the AIFF react to, you know, failure? So therefore, thanks a lot. Again, do follow. And as always, I'll be back very, very soon. And enjoy the game tonight, Portugal versus Czech Republic. Tomorrow I'm busy. Tomorrow is Germany versus Hungary. So I'll be out. So I don't think I'll be able to do something. I'll surely do something recorded. So watch that. And Thursday, I am going to watch Spain versus Italy in Gelsenkirchen live. So therefore, Thursday, I won't be doing something as well. So maybe Friday, I'll be back. So yeah, keep supporting me, guys. Thanks a lot. Good night.